And then you have to submit to standardized testing.
Yeah. And we get the money to, yeah.
All right.
I'm doing this through my full-time job and full-time mom, but it's coming.
Okay, everyone. So we're gonna be we're streaming live on Apprentice Worldwide YouTube channel. So YouTube.com at Apprentice Worldwide is where you can find us. So this will be going on until 7. You can come back anytime, watch the video. So don't feel bad. I know Fernando. I see Fernando's here as well. And I see another Hernan, which is me on the other line. And then I have Pastor Charles Scott, who will join us live in a little bit. But in the meantime, he didn't want to miss the introductions by people. ¿Cómo está, Fernando? Good knowing you're here. Okay, so here we go. Be right back. Hello. Hello. All right, there might be a little delay, but it's okay. There you go. All right, can you see?
You know, but then that would be good. Now that you said that, that's right. I got it. Like all the other touches.
Claudia, can you see? Can you see these people? Okay, awesome. So here we go. Let me start recording the people. So first of all, I'm going to introduce myself last, but I want you to introduce yourself. This is not a speech session for you. So a couple of minutes about what you do, what you want to share with the world. People are going to be watching this later on. Okay, something nice, but keep it to 5 minutes, okay? 2 or 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't think we can lower it more than that, but I'll get closer to you. Okay, so, and this will be edited at some point. So this is live, but it'll be edited to the before and after you speak. So, all right, welcome, Alisa.
Hello, my name is Alisa Saki. I'm really happy to be here and excited to announce that on the third Thursday of every month from 4 to 7, Apprentice Worldwide will be doing professional development workshops and networking events for everybody, countywide, anybody who wants to participate so that we can build relationships. And I'm excited for Charles Scott, who's coming today. So thank you for the opportunity, Hernan Mayol, which is the reason that we're all here. So thank you.
Thank you. Actually, the reason's you, but today. Thank you. All right. So introduce yourself.
So good evening, everyone. My name is Mo Hassan, and I actually recently took on a more serious role here as an apprentice. And I'm now serving as the Dean of the Apprentice Worldwide Academy. So,
We're all going to help. No.
That's coming out for apprentice. That's going to be both for the mentors and the mentees, and it's going to be some of the best stuff on the planet. It's
Wow.
It's the stuff that I taught the CEO of Verizon, it's the stuff that I taught Supreme Court justices.
Over here.
So the mentors are gonna get a whole new level of executive education. And then for the mentees, it's really about what the core mission is of Apprentice, which is to prepare the mentees as the next generation of business leaders. Right, so this is about moving beyond just squeezing blood from stone and profits and statistics. It's about ethics and integrity and doing business right. So all that's coming. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Professor Hassan. Hello.
Hello, hello,
How are
my name is, fine, thank you. My name is Sandra Marisa, I'm from Chile. I get here yesterday and I invited me to be here with you all and with you all too. So I'm very happy to be here and we'll see you soon and know more about each other. Goodbye.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Thank you. Stephanie Palmer. I work for Bank United. I've been a bank for the past 17 years, originally from Canada. I speak French, English, and Spanish. So I get to practice with my Chilean friends and hopefully a few others. But it's a pleasure to be here. I joined Apprentice last year as a mentor and looking forward to another wonderful 2023. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, here we go. Put the back- put the back out, put the back out. Espérate, hold on. Let me get a good shot.
Mi nombre es
18 años en el mundo de la belleza integral. Y bueno, estamos agradecidas, trabajamos con mi hija Laura, y estamos agradecidas.
La voy a dejar que se presente. Acuérdate que hay que practicar.
Invitado a este emprendimiento.
Gracias a ti, gracias a ti. A ver,
Mi nombre es Laura Nieto, tengo 27 años, soy de Venezuela y aquí en Estados Unidos tengo 6 años. Nuestro emprendimiento es un spa integral. Y nada, no sé qué más. Nada, contenta de estar acá y de poder absorber todo lo posible.
buenísimo.
Gracias.
Y ella es una emprendedora con su mamá y hoy estamos hablando de emprendimiento. Tener la mentalidad para ser emprendedor.
así
Y después
es.
vamos a hablar eso. Vamos a hablar eso. So today we're talking about entrepreneurial mindset, right? And that's the difference between just being an entrepreneur, right? Sir, your turn.
Okay, what are we doing?
Introduce yourself, whatever you want to share with the world, your business, your life.
Okay.
5 minutes though, 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Christopher Singh, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, reside down in Florida. Father to one beautiful daughter, Charlotte Love, and I currently work as an entrepreneur with a company called Synergy. We basically are taking waste and repurposing it for new energy, mix and concrete, and other cool things. So that basically will allow us to, repurpose microplastics. So this will affect our
Excellent, excellent. By the way, you guys should share your websites. What's your website? ¿Cuál es tu página de internet?
Lisa, my name is Nina Bonita.
Okay, okay. You have a website?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Well, hold on. Let me get you. Oh, please feel free to introduce yourself, your business, what you do, what you want to do.
Hi, I'm Tatiana Atkins. Hi, everybody. I'm a professional artist. I teach prophetic art, and I do prophetic art. I'm insanely creative. Like it don't make no sense. Like when you start sharing what you do, I thought of 20 different art projects I could do with the waste.
Wow.
Just that quickly. Like it gets a little overwhelming sometimes. It's I'm like, enough time can't bleed. What's that over there? Ooh. There's no.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole. So like, thank God I haven't learned how to do welding yet, but that's on the list. So, like, I am passionate to teach children and youth how to see a future where they don't see a future. And so I have a unique way of causing people to see differently something that they thought was boring. And so with that gift, Lisa likes to call them superpowers.
Yeah, that's her superpower.
I like to repurpose vision. So I like to take complex things and make them simple for anyone to be able to remember and understand. And so it's a very serious thing with me. You guys haven't got the chance to learn that yet, but you'll see it. But I'm excited because since I've been down here in Florida, like I have never seen so many discouraged youth in my life until I came down here. And so that needs to change.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
glad for the opportunity.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Love it. Love it. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. I love it. I love it. Yes, ma'am. We know each other a little bit.
So my name is Sundu. I'm a faculty member in the Global Leadership and Management Department at FIU Business. I teach courses on happiness at work and other, how to be an effective negotiator, organizational behavior. And I'm also the faculty advisor for Isaac in Miami. We actually collaborate with Apprentice Worldwide. We love them and they love us. I think they're recruiting from us, and we're doing whatever we can with them. So I'm very happy to be here. So yeah, is that and I want to take that.
And you're a global mentor.
Huh? Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
I'm a global mentor. If you need to help you with, I'm always here. Hannah knows my cell phone.
We're in the same chats together, so.
Yeah,
Super fun.
me and Hannah, we have very similar goals. So we want
Yes.
to help the youth do the things that they might think it's impossible for them.
Yes.
I'm also sure about the World Happiness Festival.
Oh yeah, World Happiness Fest that's coming up. I think Hernán is speaking in it. March 23rd, 25th, 2023.
I better be happy by then.
Thank you, Karen and Nadia, because we're all in this room because of them, and Nadia works so hard. So hard. It breaks my heart anyway, because she's so hardworking. So I just want to, say thank you to Hernán and
Thank you.
Nadia for making.
Thank
this
you.
happen.
Thank you
Thank you.
for being here.
Thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
We had a good conversation, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My name's Tom. I built for most of my life, it's semi-retirement. I do mojito. But nowadays I'm teaching the word of God.
Phenomenal.
This is my heart,
Excellent.
because people need to know who they are and how to act, how to be who they really are. And I teach a course called Shifting the Atmosphere. And when we walk into a room, we shift the atmosphere. All anger, all fear, everything has to leave the room. This is the power that all of us possess.
Yes.
We need to change it to the community.
Yeah.
Because the community lives in chaos.
Yeah.
And so sick of chaos.
Goes in line with your agents of change.
Yes.
Thing that you
are.
mentioned. Excellent. Yes, sir. Let me pass by. It's a little tight. It's a little tight.
That's good.
Oh, I go up. All right, by the way, this is gonna be edited, so don't worry about the happening. Yes, sir. Welcome.
My name is George.
You have
To be an entrepreneur at some point, or? So I work with my dad, he's an entrepreneur. His building is in the 4600 block of Miami, so yeah.
okay. Well, we're gonna talk about, how to help what you're doing and maybe expand a little bit. So good to have it. Good to have it.
And you need to teach us too.
Yes, sir. Last but not least, by the way.
Hey, I'm Mahi. Nice to meet everybody. Thank you so much, Giorgio, had invited me to this event. I'm looking forward to learning more about entrepreneurship. I am a grad student right now in New York, and I am hopefully in the future looking to either build clinics or do something along those lines in one of the healthcare. So looking forward to hearing everybody's experience and what they've been through. So thank you so much.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this video and then I'm gonna put that one.
Anand, can you hear me?
By the way, I'm still holding the fort. Don't worry about it. You good?
Okay. Dalisa.
Now, Lisa, she's outside. She's getting here. She will be right back. Okay. Fernando, you're still there? Awesome. Okay, here we go. So I will address the camera, but I'm talking to you guys as well. Okay. So here we go. Oh, this is how I cut things that are live. All right. 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. I am Hernan, and I am the founder and chief volunteer for Apprentice Worldwide. Woo! Woo! And what is Apprentice Worldwide?
Introducing mentors to
Introducing mentors.
to apprentices.
See, people are trying to figure out what we do.
Create learning and growth.
Growing and
mentorship.
and hey, you got some right.
Internships.
Happiness.
Yes, getting advice, getting tooled up, skilled up to.
Skilled up. By the way, everything that she's saying is correct.
Yes, books.
Dr. Sungo, which you heard.
You guys have books.
We have books. We drink beer.
Yes, there are happy hours.
Happy hours.
Events,
What
and
else?
the mentors and the friends are all over the world.
All over the
So
world.
you can actually ask questions to people,
Building,
CEOs and friends or something.
Yeah, CEOs and friends.
building a community of future
Yes.
entrepreneurs.
Yes,
do
that's
that.
it.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
By the way, anybody else want to share what we do over here? Come here. Anybody want?
Have
What
fun.
can you guys?
Have fun.
Anybody? Where are my mentors?
Have fun, network.
Mentors.
Yeah.
By the way, hold on. Arturo, this is live, by the way. Okay. So these people are part of Apprentice Worldwide as well. You know, I picked them right. You know, I made some mistakes. So what do we do here?
Well, one of the things.
In a short.
One of the things we do that I really like is we provide social opportunities for executives and mentees to come together. And that's very rare.
Yes, okay, that was the best.
I like it. Sweet and to the point. I like it. Okay, so we have Sandra. This is a bilingual. So Sandra's gonna say what we do over here. Sandra, get a little closer. Get a little closer. Right here, right there. Stay there. Yeah, look over here.
Miro para allá.
Sí, para acá.
Ya, ¿en inglés o en español?
En inglés.
En
Y
inglés.
en español.
Bueno,
los dos.
pero ¿cómo?
This is live. So first in Spanish. Go.
Spanish. Estamos aquí para todos ustedes, para lo que necesiten, las preguntas que tengan. Si se sienten medio perdidos en el mundo, no saben hacia dónde van y quieren un poquito de ayuda, aquí hay un equipo grandísimo para que puedan llamarnos, mandar WhatsApp, preguntarle a nuestros teléfonos, porque se los da a todos. Así que pregúntenle y nos escriben.
Ok.
Thank you.
Ahora en inglés. Ok. En inglés. Go.
Okay, the thing is that we're here for you, for everything that you need. We speak multiple languages.
We do.
a lot of them. So.
How much, answer this question for me. How much do I pay you to be here?
In love. Nothing. Sometimes he calls, he says he loves me, give me some hugs and kisses.
Careful, my wife is watching me. No, I say that to everybody. It's okay, it's okay. This is important. This is Nalisa. Stand over here, Nalisa. You. Okay. Okay. So Nalisa. Nalisa, talk about your experience with Apprentice Worldwide. Your experience. Talk. And then what we do a little bit.
Well, my first experience in the corporate world when I was at Bank of America Merrill Lynch, my first mentor was actually Hernan. Like he was like the real, like the only professional really leadership role that would like take the time in the sense to like explain things of corporate that I had no idea about, like as a young professional, which is the very purpose why he founded this organization to begin with. So,
excellent.
yes, he's kept me for 15 years, right? More or less.
15 years. So I have been putting up with Nalisa for 15 years. So you see, I have to be a saint. All right. So I love everybody's idea, but I tried to summarize what we do. And we are an award-winning,
Yes.
an award-winning career development networks. So we're a network. So what do? We network. Right? That's the number one thing. The second thing is, we do 4 things for 4 types of people. This is important. We do mentoring, coaching, training, and network. 4 things for 4 types of people. People that are transitioning into the real world from college, about to graduate. We do it for people that graduated that did not find the job that they wanted when they graduated. And we try to help them find the job that they want. Then we have people that have been working for a while. They don't like what they do. And we help them pivot. And then the last thing is those people that are stuck, that don't know how to move up in their career, or if they're entrepreneurs trying to build a business, they don't know, they're stuck. We help those out too. And we do that for young professionals, young executives, and young entrepreneurs. Why young? Because these people don't have the resources, financial resources, to pay for a lot of the things that are available in the market, right? Like coaching is expensive. Coaching is expensive. Training, you have to take courses at universities that are very expensive. So we do most of the things that we offer are for free. Although our Apprentice Worldwide Academy will put out affordable courses.
Very expensive.
Yeah, affordable courses to help young executives. By the way, the beautiful thing about the network is that we also do business with each other when we can, right? So there's an aspect of that. Now I want to clarify, not everybody can be part of Apprentice Worldwide, okay? So you have to have a big heart, and you have to be a leader. You have to have certain qualities that we all share, but that doesn't mean, you wanna come on? No, because they can't hear you.
Tell them they have to be at least 6 feet tall or 7
6
feet.
feet. They don't have to be 6 feet tall. They have to have a big heart in service. Big heart to serve people. And also they gotta be a good leader. They like to hang out and meet people from around the world, right? But it doesn't matter. So we have 2 types of memberships, and this is one that I will share with you. So we have a team membership, which are those that are leaders that we put into our network, and we try to help them succeed, but with more personalized approach, okay? And then we have the community, which is everybody else. We have, of course, we have followers in all the social media, but we have also the community. And this is, the people that are here are part of that community, okay? So everybody can join the community. We have the community site. If you go to apprenticeworldwide.com/community, you can join. You'll find out about everything that we put out for free to the market, no? And also what the Academy will be doing, which is, the Academy is for the public, and it's a way for us to fundraise to be able to do events for Apprentice Worldwide. That's the main purpose of the Academy. So for example, our conference is one of the aspects of the Academy. We also sell books online, which are affordable. That's also part of the Academy. It's called academy.apprenticeworldwide.com, and you have access to those. And then the final frontier, we're going to be doing this in the metaverse. So if you don't know what the metaverse is and what all this means, you go to our website, and you'll be able to find out what it is. We will be having the first academy in the metaverse starting March 1st. So they're building our academy. Will take courses, right, in this place, with their goggles or with their screens, and they'll be kind of like us here, but without leaving their homes, which is a beautiful thing. And what people are doing, if people like gaming, when they stop gaming a little bit, they'll go to our academy. Okay. Arturo, from New York City, Mexican from New York City, right?
I'm gonna get a call tomorrow.
Hello. How is everyone?
Oh yeah, I miss you.
How are you?
I gotta go to.
I miss you too, Hernan.
I'm actually going to
When are
New
you
York.
coming to New York?
I'm coming to after Holy Week. I'll let you know. Or
Oh, nice.
the Monday after Holy Week. I'll go get you. We can smoke a cigar there.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, put your phone on mute, okay?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, brother. I love you. Be good. Okay.
You too, Hernan.
Okay. So I'm gonna put this in mute until Pastor Charles comes in. We have time. It's 6 o'clock. We're good. Pastor. We're good. Gonna put it in mute.
Yes, finally.
Okay. Anybody wants to hold on? Let me put it on mute.
Can I have a tip with you guys?
Yes. Pastor, you're close?
I am here. I'm on the second,
Okay, excellent.
parking on the second level. Is that okay?
Yeah.
The Center for Social Change.
Okay, so remember, when you come in, I have it on mute. I'll introduce you for the video when we cut it, and then you can carry on, okay?
Let me ask you, do I come
Yeah.
in through the garage door, or how do I get into?
Yes, go through the garage door. After you pay the parking, I think you have to pay. You walk in through there and then through the center, right? And then just come in.
Say again, Anand? Say again?
So when
Say
you
closer.
after you pay for the parking, so you don't get towed, you walk in that door and make a left and a right. You'll see the sign on the door.
Lisa, I see you. I see Anand. I see Nelisa.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Your problems are solved.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Where do I go, Nelisa, to pay for the parking? Where do I go to pay for the parking? Okay. Fine, Pastor.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, I think usually Charles is the best dressed person now.
Okay, so, Pastor, so this is your area of movement, so you can be in camera for the rest of the time. You don't have to look at the camera. Okay, it's just, you see strategically here, you'll fall in the bucket. Okay? So, here we go. Let me know. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
okay, it was late and you shared the accomplishments that you just accomplished, sir. Forever.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're back again online, so we're here to introduce to you our guest speaker. Before I talk about the guest speaker, let me talk to you about what we're going to talk about today, which is having an entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, and mindset is important. And I asked Pastor Charles Scott, our guest speaker, to speak about the mindset, because whether you're working in corporate America, work for a small business, or are your own boss, the mentality to be an entrepreneur, it can be applied in any of these areas, right? So the mindset is important. And obviously, I've been in corporate America. Most of the people here know that I've been in corporate America for a long time, and I was an entrepreneur for a small time. I got let go from one of the places that I worked, and I became an entrepreneur by force, right? And I tried that out, and I had a hard time at the beginning trying to find resources, right? But for me, I actually made money in the first year after I started my job. So I was what I consider myself successful entrepreneur because I made some money. I didn't make enough to cover my own salaries, but that's not the point. The point is that I made money. Okay, why? Because I was responsive. I would stand up every morning and go to networking events and meet people. right? So my mindset was, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna use the skill sets that I know how to use, but now for my own. And I became successful. And by the way, somebody that I went to visit to offer them my business decided to hire me. So that's why later on I got employed back again, and now I work for a little company. I won't share that. You can look at my LinkedIn where I work and why I do this, day in and day out to help people out. But talking about helping people out, from the moment that I met Pastor, and I love to call him Pastor because it reminds me of who we are as people, right? Which are God-loving people that are always trying to help each other out, right? And there's no denying that our mission here is social impact, what we do at Apprentice Worldwide. So it is a lot of career development, but really what we do is care about the people that are here and teaching them that there is hope in the future. If we just stick together in good communities with good people, things will happen that will change your life, and you'll do great in business, but even better in life, right? So without further ado, Pastor Charles Scott. There we go. Humble apologies to all. Please forgive me.
You're forgiven, you're already forgiven.
I literally elated to be, as always, Joanne, Lisa, and Doug. Appreciate you so very much. I'm blessed to be amongst you, honestly. I was fortunate as a child to have a grandmother who was an entrepreneur, business owner. And by the grace of the mighty God, I learned a lot from her about how to get into business. She also has an eye on opportunity. And to be an entrepreneur, you always have an open mind to receive. And both from your visual, your hearing, and also from instinct. What is there around you that can make an impact that can benefit somebody else, not just yourself? Very important, must be a symbiotic relationship. But why that's important, you see, in the context of capitalism, most people think it's more of an exploiting aspect of life rather than being a symbiotic benefit to both parties involved, a seller and a buyer. In my brief speech to you on Zoom, when they talk with you, because I really want to talk with you, I'll definitely share my life story of being an entrepreneur. At 9 years of age, I founded my first company. It's very successful. And the purpose for the company is literally to make money, to travel. And I did that. I didn't get into the house before. Okay, we made conch salad before. Okay.
Salad,
Conch salad. Lamb beef. And in 1969, I founded a company that actually made conch salad and sold it. And the model I set up for a business, today if you went to Bahamas, I asked you in there, people in the Bahamas are making $500 to $1,000 per day. Per day. Doing this same model I used back in '69. Okay. And I did that for about 2 or 3 years. I made enough money to travel throughout the entire Caribbean. That time I was 12, 15 years of age. That's what I did with the money. Shortly after I founded that company, I found another company to make graders. Now, most of you here are from Latin America, or some have family relatives from Latin America, Caribbean.
Chile.
Chile, okay. So in Chile, you have something called a grater. You take a piece of coconut and you rub it on a piece of metal, and you get these 5 pieces of coconut come up. I used to make those by hand, with a nail and a hammer. My father was a carpenter, and I saw him punching holes in things, and then figured things and and I did that. And I sold it to people around to grated coconuts, nutmeg, potatoes, carrots, the carrot juice, yada yada. I did that. I was 9.5 years old, did that. I made money doing it. When I was in high school, before I went to high school, I started washing dishes. My mother, she had a catering business. I was washing dishes for 50 cents per week. My brothers and sisters were doing, they older than I was, but I saw an opportunity to make money. I really benefited from it because I helped my mom with the dishes, and in the process build a bank account. And all these things I tell you I saw as a child. And no one forced me to do this, somebody volunteered to do because it's an opportunity that helps somebody else. That's a key part of what you do as an entrepreneur. You look to find ways to benefit somebody else. Not just to see benefits yourself, benefit yourself. As I speak with you right now, I just came from actually engaging in the process of having an entrepreneur receive significant funds to FIU, for $10 million. And he saw benefit in the system to literally empower students at FIU in the area of communications. But he was there today. He's talking to students about literally how what they will do will make a difference in society. That was actually the same one we were in last week. Up there.
Yeah, at the event.
Yes. And we're talking about some of these different things that young people coming with ideas everywhere you go. And one of the challenges they have is getting the required resources to manifest an idea to create a successful entrepreneur. FYU is one of the best entrepreneurial programs in the entire South Florida area. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. It's very affordable. I've sent people there who've gotten 6 figures after getting a business plans put together. There's a process to know all this in modern world today. Fortunately for me, I sit in a very precarious position in that I work for the federal government of the United States. Now, where I sit is I'm the director of outreach for Congressman for PKS Wilson for the House of Representatives. During the COVID crisis, our office literally was able to bring over $50 billion to the state of Florida. Pretty big. I'm Dade County, we only got $1.8 billion of that for the infrastructure office. And why is it important what I'm telling you about? Because a lot of what came to us people asked for the congressman to put it in writing or have the legislature codify it into regulations and rules to go to the floor for law. She came to me and asked me for my opinion on what they were asking about. Because I had that kind of eye to it. I went to school in my life, she is all of you, Lisa knows extremely well. My background is in the area of chemistry, physics, mathematics, political science, economics, environmental science, and business management. Spent 17 years of higher education between Miami College, Howard University, University of Miami, FAU, and FIU. Okay? And
Genius.
a member of 3 national societies, including the circle of the Golden Key National Society. And my whole life, I worked my way to college, using my entrepreneurial skills. At home bay in the Grove, summertime, I may stand Saturday selling food and stuff, make my pay tuition to school. Mind you, my parents could afford to take me to go to school, but I choose to do it my way. Because I knew I had the ability to do this. But grace is what I did. And before I finished up working in South Florida Water Management back in 2006, I got an award for being Employee of the Month. Now, what is important in the context of entrepreneurship? When I was there, I got a total of 11 promotions in the previous 19 years.
Wow.
Because I always saw what could be done to improve things, make things better. Not for me, the society as a whole. Elon Musk. You guys said that. Elon Musk. If you listen to him speak, very seldom Elon Musk speaks about anything to benefit himself. So the secret of entrepreneurship. Very seldom you hear Elon Musk speak about anything to benefit himself. He's looking for ways to change the world better than someone else. You understand, right?
Yes.
And that's a nugget to take from conversation of people who want your entrepreneurial mind. Keep your mind open to receive. Listen to what you're saying. And you drive around, spend time looking to see what you've done with what's out there. There's an old adage that says, one man's garbage is another man's gold.
Yes.
I was just something to draw you. We are right now focusing on the world on a more green society. I lived in Africa for 10 years. And in Africa, when you see these garbage outside and dump, there's very little use left for that for anybody else. Because people are trying to find ways to utilize every bit of scrap or garbage to something positive with. From plastics, wood, to metal, you name it. Even old tires.
Yes.
I'll give you guys an idea capability, but children so desire. In this country right now, let's speak with you. We have more tires, old wasted tires, than almost 90% of the rest of the world. There's some tire dumps in this country bigger than some cities. I'm talking billions of tires sitting there, right? Just decomposing. Now, just think what I'm about to tell you. We live on a planet of 7 billion people. And you know, a lot of people on this planet don't even have shoes with their feet. One of the best things to make soles of shoes with your tires.
Isn't that what the path in the park is? And in Kennedy, they created a path?
Wow, they use Trump rubber, they take the from Trump rubber. And make it, that's correct.
Right, they pave the roads. with it.
Yes, that's the, let's tell you. I'll give you an example, an idea. Secondly, you know, we have a lot of plastic now. I don't know how many guys are following the plastic you have in the world. Okay, check this out. Take the glass up. If you stop and think that from petroleum, raw crude oil, make a lot of plastics, other kinds of synthetic material, including all surgical material. There were 14,000 items from crude oil. One of them is called plastic. Plastic comes in a variety of different kinds of plastics. If you were to take plastic, which is lasted, it takes sometimes thousands of years of plastic to degrade, right? You said focus on recycling plastic and making things like bricks. Or making pavement.
Construction materials.
Easily.
Okay?
Outside.
Imagine you have plastic can be woven into fabric.
Yeah.
In fact, you have something, you advertising like Walmart, all the blue jackets of Walmart, right, make recycled water bottles of plastic. Just think, what else you can make from that same kind of material?
Definitely first.
And why I'm saying this to you is because you take this product now that's actually so often being found in landfills, and you take it out of the landfill and put it to useful purpose until it degraded to a point of changing something else. We have a lot of it in the sea, killing marine animals. Huge problem. We have it actually in rivers and streams right now, getting the water systems, fogging up filters, and they take position for water plants. Okay? And all of these things I'm telling you about are things that have which called opportunities. We need to have opportunities. Entrepreneurship is simple. You take an idea and you have it, the resources meet the opportunity. Idea, resources, the opportunity. So bring all together. That's important. There's a gentleman who was a medical engineer, if I remember correctly. He had a story about 15, 20 years ago that the cork trees in the Mediterranean, the bark on the tree, because of climatic issues, was getting less and less. So to get corks, to cork a wine bottle, became problematic. So he set about looking at materials that can replace corks. They came with a surgical material that is used in surgery. So now more than 90% of some wine bottles still have white plastic in it. He developed that. So everybody is using his idea, pays him a royalty, and using his idea to cork wine bottles. Just think of the billions of wine bottles a year they get to use his idea. Think about it. A simple idea like that. Product already exists. You just choose a different purpose. And you create the rest of his life. You understand? I'm saying these things to you because it's important to know how to take an idea and bring it from an idea or a concept and into opportunity through these right resources to bring it to useful purpose into a marketplace. And you have to go through certain strategic steps. One of the biggest challenges you have with entrepreneurs, is that a lot of people do not understand the principles of business to do that and do that sequentially. You have a good idea, a couple of things you want to do with it. One, you want to explore how to put it into a business plan first and foremost. See the feasibility of it, the benefits to somebody else. Thirdly, what does it take to bring it to market? Or you start calculating the profitability is in it to benefit yourself or somebody else.
What was the second one?
We'll send you the recording.
Okay, do a business plan, see the business. No, this is
Continue. I'll send her the records.
In context of you trying to do business, it's important to be able to
Apply
write.
it strategically, right? That idea needs to be applied to actual action so that you're able to create the revenue and still make a difference with what you.
By the way, phone me from Nigeria is here for you.
Okay, bless you. And Nigeria is a country, in fact, oh good Lord, and I'm not gonna go there right now. I'm gonna tell you later, Nigeria. That's a country about to explode. with
The
Explode
creativity and
with
the
diabetes. Necessity is the mother of invention. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why Nigeria is going to explode. If you want to read, and this I'm talking about, Nigeria has its own Shark Tank program. If you get a chance to watch it, it'll blow your minds. Forgive me, but let me share something that is very critical to understand business. A gentleman came to my office last week. He has developed about 10 gadgets, and patented them all. He has not one business plan. Not one. So I asked him the question, I said, all the mental energies you put behind this, all the funding you put behind creating these models or these business concepts of it, have you not taken the time to go to somebody, sit down and ask them to do a business plan? I said to him, I'm not gonna tell you how to do your business plan, until you can get it done. It's up to you to figure out the rest of the story. This man came with an idea, he wanted to engage in a professional level league, some that he has, and he can easily qualify. But I will not be the one to take him there because he is not ready for that. You understand where I'm coming from? I go back to the word of God, it's Rebecca 2:2. Write the vision, make it plain, and those who see it can run with it. If you have an idea, and you don't want to share with somebody else what your idea is, people don't read minds. So conceptually, you try to put something in writing or schematics, and if you can put something in three-dimensional physical form, get it, print it up, cope with that, until you get to the point of gathering the rest of the requisite resources to do the feasibility study and or bringing it to market, or manufacturing. And these factors in entrepreneurship are critical, especially young people who are very short-tempered, short patience of time. It's we have something called the grind going on in this country right now. And the grind is everybody trying to make $1 million quick. Straight up. And I get them come to my office all the time. One guy was fortunate to send him to FIU and they got him like $100,000. He's like, wow. For years he's trying to find $100,000. But when he followed the principle of engagement,
mentorship.
yeah, that is why, for full circle.
Are you with
Why?
SPDC by chance?
Pardon?
Are you with SPDC?
Almost.
Sometimes.
Excellent. It's work for them.
No. What I do is I refer a lot of people to go to them. But I use different institutions in South Florida to send people to depending what they're looking to do. SPDC has a lot of programs, both grants and loans, and some low interest loans, and that is a part of things. I don't get into that aspect of things. So what I do is I'm fortunate that I have a position that requires an extensive amount of reading. And what I do is look at the opportunities and the funding that's sitting out there, both in the public and private sector. I show people that find this fund, how to get it.
You introduced me to another mentor of ours, and something that they taught me, David Lawrence, was that you have to be a lifelong learner and also a lifelong reader. He sent me his book and autobiography and really got me back into it again, and that's something that we all forget to do reading, because there's so much information nowadays that we are processing that we're not able to read properly to be able to gather thoughts. I'm really excited about you being here, Charles Scott, because you both, actually, both Hernan and Charles are both social entrepreneurs. They don't work for for-profit businesses. They work for government, right? Or, you know, other public sector jobs, right? In that sector. And you can still be an entrepreneur if you work for government, can't you? Across the
Yes,
board,
yes.
you know, in general and the public sector, community organizations, churches, those are all jobs, educators for public universities, those are all public sector jobs at the end of the day, right?
Absolutely.
And government is public sector at the end of the day, right? So the police, all of those things that we pay taxes for, that's public sector. So can you share how activism and leadership, it's still entrepreneurship, it's social entrepreneurship, is it not? Like that's what, I know you've had businesses, but it's key to switch it up and I want that to be clear because people don't think about the jobs in public sector as jobs. They think of them as giving back, but they're not professions, but that's what entrepreneurship is.
By the way, let me pause here. So I will be editing this part, okay? Because obviously I don't want the people to know that I work for the federal government. And this
It's
is
not on your
important
LinkedIn or anything. Don't
because
worry,
this is
nobody
being,
knows, it's a secret.
it is, yeah, they can go to my LinkedIn if they want to know. But back to the program. And she brings good points, but we'll talk about that offline.
Now, in case anybody didn't know, for sure they know now.
No, I will be editing this.
We
I will
forgot.
tell you, for me, I'll speak for myself. I worked in the state government for 19 years prior to going to Africa for 10 years and come back working for the federal government after 7 years almost. And during all of that time, I've been blessed to manage a number of corporations, a whole variety of corporations, from printing books to doing bulk trading of commodities, to doing services for consultancy services. I did my own home remodeling, rebuilding, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And all along the way, there was this opportunity that came my way. I found to be appropriate for the time, what was going on. But always, I found it. It's important for me. I grew up in a home where we learned from children. No one has values. No one stands alone. And no matter how much you achieve in this life or acquire in this life, you could never go anywhere without having someone else. I don't care who you are. Mr. Musk, I think is rich man, really cool quote that he said. He's not rich man, straight up. But fair child, who? Fair child. 500 trillion, I think, the last time I heard. More than that. But I'm just giving you a perspective.
We
No.
can cut that part out.
Unless
they would like to fund the program as a corporate sponsor.
I will tell you why I'm saying these things to you.
Are they the banks?
Pardon me? No, they're bigger than that.
All right.
So,
Whoa, God.
so literally, you look at society and no matter who we are, you never see a person go to a doctor with their own foundation. Never. You never see someone who goes to the dentist to pull their own teeth. You understand where I'm coming from? Yeah. So you definitely need to always be conscious of who you are as a human being first. We are here to fulfill a purpose.
Yes.
And that purpose is something that requires a community of people. And as a community, we have certain rules, regulations, and guidelines to abide by. We call it civil society. And I share this with you all because as a child, I learned what it meant to share. No matter how small it is that you have, you learn to do something here. Here. You can't always look for putting a price on it. You can't. Because if you look to do that only, you'll quickly find out how those in the world can become. We had some very wealthy people in the world who were very lonely people. And I'm not gonna give you a look at my age to some degree. There was a guy named J. Paul Getty. he, along with another guy named Howard Hughes. When these men died, they were, at the time, being the wealthiest men in the world. Right? The biggest donors in the world were unhappy. Mr. Getty had in his home in London, he had a paid phone for his servants and staff to use. He would have $1 billion. He charged everybody a phone call with a dime. And these guys didn't understand it meant to be human, to live and love. You understand? As an entrepreneur, it's critically important, especially as a social entrepreneur, to understand that what you are doing is not about you. You know, what you can do to impact the world, make it a better place for others. That's what it's all about. That's why I mentioned earlier about Mr. Elon Musk. All he does. This guy came to North America from South Africa. All he came, he knew well. He worked on his uncle's farm in Canada, scooping hogs poop over a year, waiting for an answer to get into school. So when this thing took off for him, he was always looking to find ways to change things. Build a program that eventually was picked up by a company, PayPal was it? PayPal. They dropped $400 million. And from there you can empower really now. And always about changing something. Whether he's right or wrong, that's the mindset. That's one of the key things about entrepreneurship. You have to have a certain mindset. The second thing you have to have in entrepreneurship is discipline. Establish the principles of your life, abide by them. Principles with discipline. Third factor about entrepreneurship is always have to pay it forward. No matter what, who say what, do what, believe me, one day you're going to go into a thing called a hole in the ground. And all my life, as a pastor and as a leader of faith for the entire world, I've never seen an armored truck following a hearse or something. Not once. I've seen, and they were crazy as it gets now. I know a guy who's an entrepreneur in the Bahamas, right? They were children. And he wanted to get into the mortuary business. So he built the mortuary. He came to Miami to buy his first. You don't want to fly to the street. Keep you guys not. He's the first and only person to bury you from mortuary. Think what he said. In all of this hope to get into entrepreneurship, benefit no one except himself. Because you look at it, do one thing, make money. You understand?
Yeah.
Wrong mindset. And the second factor, so the third factor gives you the mindset, discipline. You also have principles with integrity. Principles with integrity. If I don't want to share with you how or what the principles should be like, but from a civil society perspective, I encourage each of us to become very familiar with those principles of life. I appreciate our humanity, seeing somebody else. You never know what that homeless man or homeless lady on the street corner can do to give them another opportunity to be different. My office used to be downtown on Flywheel. Every day in my lunch break, I would go outside. I spent time talking to homeless people. And you'd be surprised to know how meaningful it was to them. You just have some pay attention to them. Pay attention to them. Show that they're worth something, they're valuable. And I got to the point where my office left downtown, I used to go down the periodically just to see if they were still around. And as an entrepreneur, especially a social entrepreneur, try and think of ways to enhance their quality of life as well. I was reading the other day about a program I think Germany is coming up with to create what they call mini homes for homeless. Yeah. Those kind of projects and programs in South Florida, if you get entrepreneurs to come here, in the home, in the housing sector, think what difference could be. We have 75,000 unit shortage right now in Miami-Dade County. 75,000. Just think the opportunity to see. Think about it. At the same time, we have 1 million homes in the state that are shut. Doors are locked. You own them, you get 40 of the investment property, do nothing with that. And they're calling it being investment properties. Just think of the loss. Orlando area is 78,000 in the short right now for 78,000. I think Tampa Bay has 70 or 73,000. I just described to you almost a quarter of a billion unit opportunity in South Florida alone. Just think of you get a group of entrepreneurs together. So look at this opportunity to see the benefit beyond the money.
You can end poverty.
What is that?
I mean, if they're able to be financially stable for themselves, if they have homes and they're not, it's their ability to better.
I'll tell you entrepreneurship in the context. That's a good point you got. Very, very good point.
Economic mobility.
One of the things we have a challenge with the Western world is seeing people all for that parity. We call it socialism. It's not. In societies of Europe where people are able to see and appreciate their neighbors being in a level of quality of living, that's a high quality of life, they appreciate each other. They each other help each other. In this country, please don't forget what to tell you. Please do not forget what I'm about to tell you. Poverty is a business. Yeah. Entrepreneurs can definitely make a difference. If we go out there seeking to do these things, housing, small pocket gardens, or community gardens. You understand? Or neighborhood clinics. We go get children tested, etc. Just think about it. During the COVID period, we had a shortage of medical professionals. Just think what it would be like if someone had a van that drove around to different communities. They could do basic testing of children, of people who were shut-ins. I'll just give you some thought because years ago, the doctor used to come knock at your door. Today, you're going to doctor going to make a house call, we call it. Of course, you hundreds of dollars.
I'm sure, more than that.
Think what kind of it is. The doctors look at doing that again. They don't see these kind of things.
Pastor Charles, real quick. So we're gonna close the video at 7, okay? And then we have a couple of minutes because we're gonna have Q&A, and then I'm gonna share some things that I cannot share on the video that are important for the people that are here, okay? But most important, any last advice that you want to give the people that are watching us?
Yes, I will. And by the grace of God, you can tell I'm a very spiritually convicted person. I don't follow religion. I'm a very spiritually convicted person. I sit on the board of the Greater Miami Jewish Federation. I have relationships with Muslim community. I have relationships with different church affiliated organizations throughout, not just South Florida, the world. And whatever you do in life, seek to fulfill a purpose. Fulfill a purpose. We all function for a purpose. Try and figure out or have imputed to you what the purpose is and how that purpose can impact someone else beyond yourself. And when you get to that point, look at it as an entrepreneurial opportunity, whether it's for business, social entrepreneurship, or just simply humanitarian perspective. look at it, see if you make the world a better place, but it's fulfilling the purpose which you have to fulfill. The second factor that I share with you is a principle called love. No, I don't believe in the mushy romantic love stuff.
But that's good too.
I do. Love,
I'm just being honest.
I'll give you all,
I'm taking notes.
I know you are. I'm gonna give you a spiritual definition of love that I always share with people to understand the gravity of life and our humanity. Love is the giving of what you have, of who you are, for the good of someone, making them more of what they were intended to be in the sight of God. I was imputed in at 14 years of age. By the grace of God, I read between 3 to 4 books a day. Even the heavy load work I have. That's why I'm great at young I am. But I do read a lot, extensively. And I've been blessed to have professional skills such as speed reading, other kinds of memory retention. I have to do it. The work I do requires it. And if ever can be of assistance to anyone in this room, Doc has my numbers, my coordinates, so is Lisa, so is Anand. But certainly, feel free to contact me. My name is Second Charles C. Scott II, and I am on Yahoo, Facebook, LinkedIn,
Here.
Gmail.
And
all of
Apprentice
that.
Worldwide, most importantly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Apprentice
it
Worldwide.
culminates with a quote that you just reminded me of. The purpose of life is to find your gift. The meaning of life is to give it away.
Right.
Right. Oh, so good. That's so
There you
good.
go. So I thank you so very much for having me.